religion. We're brought into the world by an act of pure reason.
To accommodate our doctrines to the lessons you have been taught. That is what those rascals of sham philosophers will do for you. Ask them for any doctrine you please and you will get it. University professors are bound to preach optimism, and it is an easy and agreeable task to upset their theories. I have reminded the reader that every state of welfare, every feeling of satisfaction is negative in its character. That is to say, it consists in freedom from pain, which is the positive element of existence. It follows, therefore, that the happiness of any given life is to be measured, not by its joys and pleasures, but by the extent to which it has been free from suffering, from positive evil. If this is the true standpoint, the lower animals appear to enjoy a happier destiny than man. Let us examine the matter a little more closely. However varied the forms that human happiness and misery may take, leading a man to seek the one and shun the other, the material basis of it all is bodily pleasure or bodily pain. This basis is very restricted. We simply health, food, protection from wet and cold, the satisfaction of the sexual instinct, or else the absence of these things. Consequently, as far as real physical pleasure is concerned, the man is not better off than the brute, except in so far as the higher possibilities of his nervous system make him more sensitive to every kind of pleasure, but also it must be remembered to every kind of pain. But then compared with the brute, how much stronger are the passions aroused in him? What an immeasurable difference there is in the depth and vehemence of his emotions. And yet, in the one case,
as in the other, all to produce the same results in the end,
namely health, food, clothing, and so on.
The chief source of all this passion is not for one, is simply to mutual,
which with man is such a powerful influence upon all he does.
Faceless, intensely or urgent of his gaseous obsesses, their emotion swings which affect him much of what is moving to be that could never be the case.
Restless connection to the sexual instinct.
All symptoms and fruities to which no chemical and chaos poetry of his unconscious is concerned.
A man is not prepared within himself to accept insofar as the higher possibilities of characteristics will make it less access to every captive passion.
But also we must be the last one drink we can bring you with the mood. How much stronger are the passions aroused in him? What an immeasurable difference there is in the depth and vehemence of his emotions.
And in the one case, as in the other, all to produce the same result in the end, namely health, food, clothing, and so on. The chief source of all this passion is the thought for what is absent in future, which with man exercises such a powerful influence upon all he does. It is this that is the real origin of his cares, his hopes, his fears, emotions which affect him much more deeply than could ever be the case with those present joys and sufferings to which the brute is confined in his powers of reflection, memory, and foresight. Man possesses, as it were, a machine for condensing and storing up his pleasures and his sorrows, but the brute has nothing of the kind. Whenever it is in pain, it is as though it were suffering for the first time, even though the same thing should have previously happened to it times out of number. It has no power of summing up its feelings, hence its careless and placid temper. How much it is to be envied, but in man reflection comes in with all the emotions to which it gives rise, and taking up the same elements of pleasure and pain which are common to him and the brute, it develops a susceptibility to happiness and misery to such a degree that at one moment the man is brought in an instant to a state of delight that may even prove fatal, at another to the depths of despair and suicide. If we carry our analysis a step farther, we shall find that
in order to increase his pleasures,
man has intentionally added to the number and pressure of his needs,
which in
peculiar source of pleasure and consequently of pain, which man has established for himself. Also as the result of using his powers of reflection, and this occupies him out of all proportion to its value, nay, almost more than all his other interests put together. I mean ambition and the feeling of honor and shame. In plain words, what he thinks about the opinion other people have of him. Taking 1,000 often very strange ones.
Only dancing we will fall now, so reality is on the bucket and it's coming from away. Oh, that's for that. What you yes, I never know what the past I have. Yes, that's Evils way on top of it, that's the casino. The nervous stuff, the crowd, the moist of the marks up on one year's bodies admit of many gradations. From the most innocent, passing all the madness from the moist of the macho bone maxi. Let's fuck the ace up to me. All I'm saying is that that's a menace. Force it to have verbal witches of warning my life is a developers that's pointing but to death everything nature like facts. Don't possess it to always say something's coming to part. The minor control punish speak but the marine but not to listen here. Living not takes a joke.
For to mistake it, you've been measured by in all directions. Shouting here, they're solely to their line and absence, and they're anxious to know what amusement sees evidence. Just as though they were back as asking one of poor sleep in the row. As a terrorist, eating boredom, the deterred powers of human life. Finally, a new mentor riddles the breaks the sexual relation, and being as cannot call peculiar arrangement. A show vibe to heads of chairs will cursing is feeling good, Alan burn into a glorious passionate, just social glued on treasure and which suffering.